Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Uh-uh.
Hi there, friends. Welcome back. I'm Valerie Engel Roberts with Wellness Global, and we're here for the I Am the Brand Business Accelerator interview series. We're interviewing experts from around the world to bring you holistic solutions for your business so that you can thrive in 2024 and beyond. Today, I want to welcome Kaitlyn David. Welcome, Kaitlyn.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great today. I'm enjoying chatting with you this morning and looking forward to hearing what you're going to share with us today in our interview. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm excited to be here and just excited to get to know everyone in this group and connect with more women.
Awesome. Let's start with learning a little bit about who you are. Who are you? What do you do? How'd you get there?
Yeah, so I am a mindset coach and really marketing strategist for female entrepreneurs. I'm also a mom to two daughters, very spirited daughters, who are very much a part of my journey as well. I spent over 15 years in corporate marketing in the media world, so helping big brands create content and figuring out sponsorship opportunities for them that would really connect to their ideal clients through storytelling. I absolutely love that creative lens and that opportunity, but I was looking for something really more purpose-driven that like I felt connected to. And that very much led me down my own kind of personal growth journey over the last few years and where I am today.
Yeah, beautiful. I think a lot of us are here in that same way. Many of us have come from an experience where we learned a lot, and now we want to take that and really become, examples of living that purpose-filled life and thriving in that, having abundance, but also doing what we love and not feeling like we're just going through the motions in life. So, um, it's so valuable for you to be bringing your experiences in that world over here to entrepreneurship. So talk a little bit about your business. You said you were a mindset coach and marketing strategist. So talk a little bit about how you help your clients and where you do that.
Yeah, so coming from the corporate world, I was definitely operating in a very kind of masculine way, which I think is really important coming from a world of strategies and systems and things like that. And you absolutely need that. But what I think is lacking, especially for a lot of female entrepreneurs, is allowing yourself to flow and really be truly aligned with your own creativity and your own ideas. And that's kind of moving more into the feminine. So when I first launched my business, what I was noticing is I wasn't feeling fulfilled or satisfied. And because of that, I wasn't showing up as the best version of myself online. And when you do that, people can feel it. Like you can feel the energy through the screen. And so I spent a lot of time going back and doing that personal growth work. And what that led me to was mindfulness and meditation. So I was certified in mindfulness and meditation and started coaching women more on how to pause and how to go inward and how to really become conscious of who are they being, and is that who they want to be or who they want to show up as? Because a lot of times we have these desires and goals and who we're being does not match. So in order to really show up as your most authentic self and create content that comes from a place that really shares that, so you have to get clear on who you're being first. So when I work with women, it's a lot about awareness in the beginning. Then we move into compassion, and then how can we strengthen your confidence to really curate that authentic voice for yourself?
And so do you work with women virtually online?
Yes, primarily it's online. I do live in a small beach town and I'm starting to explore here because we have a lot of small business owners. So I'm excited about that, but primarily it's virtual.
Okay, cool. And so we'll be able to find you online. We'll make sure that when you're, connecting with us, you can find Kaitlyn online as well so that you can reach out to her, and you'll be learning so much more about her inside the I Am the Brand Business Accelerator. So we've got 39 experts in there. And I love that. I think it's a little unusual that you've had this immersion in corporate marketing and strategy. And that's your action-packed life before. And I love that you're bringing it over into coaching in a very holistic way. A lot of times I talk with people who, you've done marketing in corporate, and then now it's like, I'll do it for you over here in entrepreneurship, and that's great. And we've got some contributors like that in the group as well. But you're really, you're really working with women to get them to understand, like sort of how to pull it up out of them from their soul. So it's
Yeah,
a different sort of approach to getting to that inspired content.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So I think that a lot of the women that I work with, and actually a client said this to me recently, she's like, I can do the business mechanics. Give me the strategy and I can do it. But I need to see the bigger picture, the bigger vision to show up more like myself and in alignment with myself. Because I mean, it happened to me. The first business that I launched, I did all the work. I had the launch emails scheduled, I had the beautiful website, I knew what I was going to say. But then I got to the launch and it just felt flat. It didn't feel aligned because I didn't do that work ahead of time to really figure out, like, is this my voice? Is this what I want to say? And although I was passionate about it, it wasn't my true purpose. And I think we really do need to find our life's purpose and then turn that into a vision. So strategy is so important, but it's finding the right strategy for you. And you're not going to know what that is until you figure out who you are and what your voice is in your business first. And then it is all about experimenting, and it's okay to fail. It's okay to get back up, and it's okay that maybe you are scared of being judged, and that's all right. But if you don't get out there and try it, you're never going to know.
Yes. So one of my pet peeves, I come from public education. That was my previous world. And one of my pet peeves is when systems will be like, no failure allowed, 100% success, all of this. And I'm like, that's so ridiculous. I'm like, we just fail and fail and fail. We all do it all the time. Why are we pretending that we don't? And then we're ashamed, like, oh, I failed. But you almost have to, and just keep going
Mhm.
through iterations, even in, maybe you figure out your business, your life passion, what you want to do. I know I've been through this, and you do a project, like you said, it kind of was like, I did
Mhm.
it, but I don't think that's really what I want it to be.
Yep.
And I mean, it's kind of a failure because you didn't hit the mark. It's not what you wanted, but you learn so much. And failure is learning. When
So
it
much.
doesn't go the way you wanted it to go, or you didn't get what you want out of it, or don't feel aligned, you're just learning. And
Mhm.
it's okay. And it's even okay to be really loud about what you're doing and then it not go the way you wanted. And then you
Yep.
try again. It's okay.
Absolutely. And you can either choose to sit in that victimhood and feel that shame and let it kind of spiral and not do anything about it. Or you can decide to learn from it, like you were saying, and pivot and figure out what the next thing's going to be. I think that a lot of times we get to that point where we put so much work and effort into something that we wonder why it's not working. And then it just feels like, oh, I can't do that. You just like write it off. But if something's not working, there's always an opportunity to change it. And I think that when you're signing up for entrepreneurship, that's part of it. That's part of the contract that you're signing with the universe, is allowing yourself to grow and change and shift.
Yes, it's always another layer of the onion, right? Peeling
Yep.
off or going deeper into who we are. Like, oh, I didn't know that about myself. And we're really not conditioned or programmed in our society to know ourselves. Like that's not the premise of
Yep.
living in this world. It's conform. It's like, hey, you got to fit in to this classroom, to this school, to this town, to whatever. And so we're programmed to conform. And then as an entrepreneur, you really have to turn your back on that and come from you. You have to be truly you, especially I think as a woman,
Yes.
because we're creators, you know.
Yes. And what's so great is today there's so many tools that you can use to kind of unveil those pieces of you, right? Like you may not know kind of who you're showing up and being because of all this conditioning, because of what you were always told for so long. But there's so many incredible tools, which I'm excited to be talking about in the group, because it's actually fun getting to know yourself and finding this new identity that you want to step into and bring it out into the world as a part of the vision for your business.
I totally agree. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think a lot of us do too. So I think that's where the real spark is, because we get excited about this kind of thing.
Mhm.
So are you excited about getting started in the group? We're already the experts are trickling in and we're getting to know each other. What do you think?
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's actually been really cool to just get to know the other experts so far. What are they up to? I think a lot of us have that same essence, have that same goal, even though we work on different things and maybe have different backgrounds. There is the same kind of desire, I think, to help these other women, and because we've all been on similar journeys, right? And it's really cool to get to come together and share some of our similarities, our differences, and how we can collaborate.
Yeah. Yes, I was very intentional and very much in my feminine and in creating relationships with everyone and getting to know people and pulling together a team that I really thought would work well together. And like nobody's a carbon copy of anyone else, but we have overlapping um,
Mhm.
different tools, different things like that that might overlap a little bit, but we work really collaboratively together. And we're already coming up with collaboration plans and lives and panels and things like that to do together. What are you going to be sharing in the group so that you know so far?
Yeah, so there's a couple things. I think one of the things that I teach all of my coaching clients is a framework. It's called the 3 C's, and it is consciousness, compassion, and confidence. And we go through, everyone kind of starts at a different place, but we go through that when you're just trying to figure out that identity and that authentic voice. And funny enough, that actually should be reflected in your content as well. So when you're on, Facebook or Instagram, or you get an email from someone that you really respect, I would suggest to everyone to just take a look and what really stands out to you. And funny enough, it usually comes back to those kind of things. It's conscious, it has compassion, but it's also very confident. It has an opinion, and this person is standing their ground. So we'll definitely be talking about that. And then I'll also be sprinkling in some nervous system regulation techniques, because doing this work, I'm not going to lie, it's deep. It can be hard. It can be scary. You might feel anxious at times, and that's okay. That's a sign that you're on the right path. But how do we get over that hump on the day to day? So some really cool techniques that I'll be sharing so that you can feel good doing this.
Wonderful. I'm really excited. I am so grateful for you for jumping in and being a part of this and sharing with all of these entrepreneurs your wisdom and experience and resources. So thank you for that, Caitlin.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to connect and get to know everyone.
And we're excited to get to know you. And everyone, we will, if you have not enrolled yet, or if this is the first you're hearing about it, make sure you go to iamthebrand.info, check out the description, the page, get to know what we're talking about here. It's a 90-day private group container on Facebook where we are just basically filling you up, encouraging you, giving you resources, and letting you get to know us a little bit, because we all need community. We all need to have people that we can call on for support either now or later. And you need to know who you can trust, who's credible, who's real, who, lights you up when you're listening to them teach. Who are you thinking like, oh, I really want to work with her. We want you to get to know these people and have them in your toolbox so that when you're ready, whether it's now, you might get in there on day one and be like, I'm calling Kaitlyn today. Like, I need to work with her. Or maybe it's in a few months once you get, your mind ready. But we want you to have those experiences. So it's this 90 days at your own pace. that you can come in and get to know these experts and other people in the community and build a community and network around you where you're totally supported. So Kaitlyn actually has a discount code. If you just go to the website, you'll see that it's advertised as $199 US to join. But if you use her last name, David, you will be able to come in for $111. So you get $88 off. So make sure you use that promo code. And we begin April 1st. So go ahead and jump in today. Don't procrastinate. Don't leave the tab open and say, I'm going to come back to that tonight. Just go ahead and click it and do it. Get it over with and put it on your calendar, because this is going to be powerful and meaningful. And we want you to take action for yourself and your business. You deserve this. And we want you to be there. So Kaitlyn, thank you again. And do you have any last thoughts or comments that you wanted to throw in before we hop off?
No, just like I was just doing the math in my head, and that's a pretty incredible value for over 90 days for all of the access to all of these experts. So yeah, I don't see any reason why anyone shouldn't do it. So that's all I could think about when you said that.
I know. Yeah, it's a great opportunity that I hope everyone takes because it's value packed. So grateful to all the experts for agreeing to contribute to this and be a part of it. It's going to be phenomenal. All right. Well, everyone, we will see you on April 1st in the I Am the Brand Business Accelerator on Facebook. And keep watching these interviews. Get to know the experts ahead of time. It's a lot of fun hearing from everyone. And we will see you all inside. Goodbye.
You. Bye-bye.
Lucky, lucky, lucky me.